Hi, welcome back to yet another fantastic episode of Adengida TV. This video is going to be a DIY crafts video. We're going to make drawer dividers. I think everyone needs a drawer divider because you open a drawer, either it's your cutlery drawer or your makeup drawer or your cosmetics drawer or anything, maybe tools or anything, and so you can see. Then after we finish making the drawer divider, I'm also going to put up a picture of the drawer with the drawer divider and how neat it looks and how organized and all, and it's really easy for you to find stuff when you have a drawer divider. So let's get to work. So what you need to make a drawer divider, I cannot hear some quietly, but I'm going to use a straw board. You need a pair of scissors, you need a cutter, glue. I have two types of glue. You need a pencil. You need something to measure. It could be a ruler, it could be a measuring tape. And you need an eraser and a sharpener. You need to write that down so you don't forget. And then you use your measuring tape to measure 26.5, which is the length of the drawer. Sai kuma na samu yanzu straight abu wanda zan iya making straight line da shi. Then you making straight line now, 2 markings in the earlier the measuring tape. Using my measuring tape, I measure 4 inches, which is the depth of the drawer, and I make 3 markings to guide my straight line. Sai kuma in dauko straight objects ina in using inchi in your drawing dogon layi har zuwa end of the straw board kamar yadda na yi for the other edge saboda guiding ina wajen cutting straw board din. Amma dai gaskiya ruler ya kamata in sa saboda ya zama accurate, but then sometimes in kana son kai abu kuma baka da available objects and you just have to use what you have to get what you want. So after na gama drawing straight line up to the edge of the straw board, using scissors in yanka straw board using wannan lines in as a guide. In ka iya using cutter, zaka iya using cutter kai naka, but I prefer to use scissors. So zan yi cutting wannan lines in the drawing, and afterwards since the scissors na using and straw boarding is hard, saying cutting out of the line, so I'm going to just trim the edges. So then next thing is I'm going to measure cardboard in the zan using in your covering one plank straw board and then cutting out. So if you want a more accurate result, you can measure 10 inches. The breadth in she plank is 4 inches, so with the kasama excess. Then afterwards I'm using glue cardboard so with the nan ne zan yi sticking one straw board plank ina gama, then I'll apply a little bit of pressure. It doesn't require me to stand up, but some bisa na tashi tsaye ba, but just straighten it out saboda kai ya samu ripples. Sannan sai other half part ma in saka glue and I'll bend it over in sticking into jikin straw board plank. See, I'll do it carefully saboda ya zama straight kar ya samu ripples. Sannan zai using scissors in your cutting out excess in the rage, and see in yanka another sheet. Ignore the same thing for the other side of the straw board plank. I'll have to be careful about it. Overlay in one channel so there's a carriers are not too obvious. Sannan I'm going to cut the edges, the excess out. That's what the finished product is like. Sannan next I'm going to measure another plank, but this one's going to cross over, so I'm going to use breadth and drawer, which is 14 inches. And you making markings, then using straight objects in your drawing line and using markings as a guide. And I say on the other side in 4 inches in your marking in your drawing straight line up to the end. So I say in yanka straw board in chira excess in the yanka out. Then using measuring tape and gano dede tsakiyar plank sai in measuring kaman 1 millimeter in yi 2 straight lines in the middle saboda ina son in yi slot, in yanka 2 straight lines in nan in using a cutter. Then ina yanka 2 straight lines in zan cire excess in da ke tsakiya, so shine sai ya zama nan sai ya zama kamar slot in yanda zan yi samu in yi crossing over shi wancan first plank in da na yi making. Then like I did the first, zan yanka sheet in cardboard da zai covering wannan plank in da na yi making. I'll put some glue all over it. Ina saka glue in sai in using in ɗauko shi wancan second plank in da na yi making in wrapping in shi da wannan kamar yadda na yi the first one din. So I'm going to have to make wannan guda biyu saboda guda biyu nake nema to make 6 compartments ma drawer divider ina. Bayan na yi wrapping in shi zan using scissors in cire excess in wannan plank in kamar yadda na yi first one din, sannan sai in gane ina ne tsakiyan inda na yi wannan slot din, in samu cutter in yanka daidai tsakiyan in fito da slot din saboda na yi covering in shi sanda na yi wrapping plank in the cardboard. Next I'm going to cut up rectangular pieces. So if you want a more accurate result, zaka iya using ruler kai measuring 3 by 1 inch rectangular pieces, sannan zan yi cutting up pieces of cardboard paper da zan yi wrapping around su wa'innan rectangular pieces in da na yi. Shima if you want a more accurate result, you can use a ruler ka yi measuring daidai yanda zai rufe su rectangular pieces din. Then zan yi using glue in yi wrapping around wannan rectangular pieces in da na yanka. So in na gama, I'm going to use a pair of scissors in yanka excess in da ya rage. That's what the finished product looks like right there. I'm going to need 8 pieces, 4 pieces for kowane crossover da zan yi, and I'm going to go ahead and measure spaces in the nake so in. You can use objects under zaka yi storing in the divider to measure length in da kake so, ko kuma for more accurate results you can use a ruler. So tsakiyan slot in zaka yi applying glue, sannan sai ka yi sliding in shi onto wannan main plank in the first one I made. So sai ka yi bending wannan rectangular piece into 90 degrees, ka yi applying glue, sai ka sa shi into one corner of the crossover. Then you hold it down har sai ya zauna, and you repeat the process for each corner. Then you hold them down duka har sai ya zauna, and you repeat the same thing for the other crossover shi ma har sai ya zauna. And that's what a DIY drawer divider looks like. This brings us to the end of another episode. Thank you very much for watching. Please subscribe, like my videos, and comment what you think about this and the notification button. I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye. Ba a cinya turan giwa da ranta to sai dai kallo, sarkin kalammu mai alfarma, sarkin zari yana nan shi ma, sarkin musulmi mai dumbin daraja, sarakuna